my recording software timed out on me, so I'll just complete what we were doing. We've downloaded the program up to Amazon. That's been compiled, and it's taken us to the test environment. Now what we can do is we can test it from within the Visual Studio environment by trying some requests. If we choose our Alexa start session, this will bring up the JSON code that will kick off a start session. So if we invoke that, this is our launch request. If we invoke that, we'll see that what we get is we get our launch request calculator opened, which is exactly what we had in our code here. So if your code needs any initialization, you could do that, put that at that point. If you remember, the other things we had here were we had some various intents. So cancel, stop, help, and so on. So let's just see what happens if I try invoking an intent. Now to do that, we can use the one that's used by the Amazon example, My Color Is. If you've not seen that, you can do that. We can ignore these slots. We'll look at those later. That's how we get information to and from our program. And I can type invoke. So we've now invoked this Amazon help intent, and sure enough, we've got the text, which will be spoken, of course, by our Alexa device, saying help me. Or I can say stop intent, for instance, and invoke, and again we get stopping. And then of course we've got our piece of code that is going to be our hello intent, and eventually we will write our calculator code in here. So if I copy that and just try putting that in there for our intent, again we get hello from John's calculator. So it looks like our code is working quite right. Also down here you might want to look at some of the information that we've got here. This is our log output. So when we've been writing to the log, it's all been displayed down here. Okay, so now we can start looking at the Amazon side of things. So I'll stop the video here and